Frank, question for you. Van Gaal has been very open about, I mean, when isn't he? About talking about expectations, etc. And he said, look, I expect the Netherlands to reach the final. Are we believing him more and more now, do you think?
Well, we have to respect them first, and we have to take them seriously because they have talents, as Mark explained, and Van Gaal take the best out of all players. And it's true. When I see Depay playing for Lyon or even for Barcelona, when he played for the Dutch national team, he's not the same guy. So that's because of the coach and how he can manage to put everything from a player on the field for the squad. Yeah, you can do it. One day the Dutch will have to win a World Cup. I mean, 74, 78, 2010, 3 finals, 3 losses. They have to get it because it's a big nation of football with big history. So it's not the best team ever from the Dutch, but it's a very respectable team for sure. And of course they can reach the final.
So Frank, do you think as well he's showing that? Obviously, we know the experience that's there. Do you think that Louis van Gaal is showing that he will adapt to whoever he's playing throughout this World Cup to try and get the result that he needs?
I'm still waiting to give you an answer about that because I want to see again a team who doesn't want to play the game and wait for the Dutch to take the initiative of the game and see whether they would be capable of leading and conduct the game or not, or they're going to wait too and go maybe on penalty and score and win. Sorry, I'm not sure about that yet. According to what I see with the players that they have, and again they have an option A. I'm not sure about the option B. But if they play against Argentina, which is really possible, that would be a different game. I'm sure the Argentinian, they know as well. That Scaloni knows exactly what he has to do against the Dutch team as well. So we might have a non-game if nobody wants to lead it.
Yeah, just to follow up on Frank and Augie's point there about the Netherlands and Van Gaal. Obviously, it was a great masterclass of a performance from Van Gaal and what they had to do for the USMNT. We have to remember the opponents that the Netherlands have faced so far in this tournament. We all predicted, or almost all of us, if we didn't predict it, them to win the group. We definitely predicted them to get out of their group. Qatar, Senegal, and Ecuador, all very eager teams. In many ways, they all have strengths, aside from Qatar, of course, right? But a lot of vulnerabilities that Louis van Gaal knew what to take advantage of. The USMNT is in that category as well. Just like Augie said, they're not quite there yet. They're getting there. So wait and see when they face, of course, we're all probably predicting that Argentina will beat Australia, with all due respect to the Aussies. And that will be a formidable test against Lionel Messi and the Copa America champions. So we just have to wait and see what happens when they face a true opponent, a true contender, a true team that really wants to win this World Cup.
I think as well, I think one thing that people kind of overlook a bit in the World Cup is the quality of the coaches. I think, I might be wrong here, I think there's only 2 coaches that have won the Champions League. One's Louis van Gaal and the other one is Luis Enrique. And I think, coaches, the best coaches in the world are in the club game. They are in the Champions League in the club game. And I think we've seen Van Gaal, his qualities come through, even though he's in his 70s now and he's a long career behind him. He can spot things happening in games. And I think we're talking about potentially playing Argentina in the next round. I think Scaloni, he's made some strange selection choices throughout this tournament. I think he's got away with it a little bit as well. I think 4 changes from the first game to the second game. He doesn't quite know what his best team is. I don't think the players know what his best tactics are. Van Gaal knows exactly what his best team is, exactly what his tactics are. And it could come down to the Dutch getting far in this competition because of the coach knows how to get the best out of his players, whereas he might be up against better teams, but inferior coaches. And I think the coach is massive.
Yeah, we've got some of the stats, actually. Netherlands improving to 14-0-5. That's win, lose or draw under Louis van Gaal. That 19-match unbeaten streak is the longest active streak among World Cup teams still alive. Next longest is Croatia with 9 and Morocco with 8. Just going to Louis van Gaal as well. Obviously, his confidence going into this tournament, saying that they can go all the way and win it, saying that Cody Gakpo is going to be the star of the tournament. So far, so good from him. But then yesterday we spoke to our Netherlands colleague, Vincent, and he did say, Mark, that one of the things that Louis van Gaal had also said that was the best version of Memphis also has to be in that factor if they're to go all the way. What version of Memphis did we see today? What grade would you give him if it was school grading?
Well, I think you'd probably give him a B plus because he scored a great goal, a crucial opening goal. And I think that's what matters. It's big moments, isn't it? Big players have to deliver in big moments. And you look at his record for the Dutch, and it's really, really good. Considering the career he's had, a checkered club career, like Frank was saying before, he's not really been great at Barcelona. Wasn't great at Man United. Had a good time at Lyon, but in Ligue 1. For the Dutch, he scores goals. He was a top scorer in the qualification campaign alongside Harry Kane. So today he rose to the challenge. But I don't want to sound ultra negative on the Dutch, but again, he isn't in the same league as some of the great players they've had in the past, attacking players. But he's the best they've got right now, and he delivered today. That was a massive goal for the Dutch today. He kind of set them on the way. He killed the American kind of confidence or the momentum. So he delivered, but I just don't know if he can take that next step to be the guy that leads the Dutch all the way to win it. But he certainly delivered today.
What would you say on that, Frank? Just to put a bow on this Dutch chat on Memphis.
Well, like I said before, and Mark just repeated what I was saying. I've never been convinced by Memphis Depay when he played for Lyon, Manchester United, and now Barcelona. But every time he plays for the national team, he's a different player. He's disciplined. He works hard. He's efficient. And today again, he's been one of the best players on the field. And his goal was the first chance for the Netherlands, and to score that goal again, because we are talking about Van Gaal tactic, was absolutely crucial for the rest of the game, because it puts the Netherlands in the best position ever. Everything according to the plan, and that's because of somebody 100%. Tuned in, focused on what he has to do, and that's Memphis Depay today. I mean, nothing to be critical about. He had a perfect game for me, so it's a A.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.